Hi there. Thanks for joining me on this demonstration of the QWIKPoint Enterprise Management System. I'd much rather do this in person, or at least where I can share my screen and walk you through the software at the same time. However, I've done a voiceover of this particular presentation, but I invite you to give us a call and we'll walk you through it and give you a personalized tour that can address your needs. But let's move on. For over 30 years, TurningPoint Systems has been the management software for distributors of pharmaceuticals and associated products, including some of the largest in the United States. About 5 years ago, we came out with QWIKPoint. It's a best-of-class leading enterprise management system, which comes from our ProfitPoint system. It allows you to start with a small, tailored ERP technology, and then as your company grows, we can grow with you, adding on modules. Our system is scalable by design. We have two primary software solutions. One is called QWIKPoint ERP Suite, that's what we're going to look at today, and then the ProfitPoint ERP Suite, which is the flagship product from which the QWIKPoint system came from. For much larger pharmaceutical distributors that are doing a lot of controlled substances or are very concerned with rebates and chargebacks, have extensive use of EDI and a lot of warehouse automation, the ProfitPoint suite is probably more appropriate, but QWIKPoint is extremely powerful. It's a software system that is a SaaS hosted software solution. We are RX compliant ERP. That means we can do lot controls, track and trace, issue standardized T3 documents. You can do DEA and state RX license tracking and management. There's an inventory management solution that's very robust. You get Salesforce automation tools that allow your Salesforce to have full access to inventory information when they're on the road. And finally, there's an online customer ordering system and self-customer service system that's available 24/7. So let's take a look at this best-of-class, industry-specific enterprise management system called QWIKPoint. So first of all, what is QWIKPoint? It is a SaaS solution. What does that mean? In case you're not familiar with the word, it means that there are no worries for you. You don't have to buy expensive hardware. You don't have to worry about the hardware updates and maintenance. We take all of that, take care of that for you. The software is hosted in a state-of-the-art data center with best-in-class security. For our user base, they're frequently asking for new features, and particularly as the business changes, and it's changing rapidly, we're always adding new features and new functionality. We get new upgrades and new updates at least once a quarter, and they're available to our entire user base. All you need to do to access your software, or anyone to access our software, is to have an internet access. We're there 24/7. You can access your software using any device that runs a browser, whether it's a computer, laptop, tablet, or even a smartphone. And we can enable Bluetooth scanners so you can use a no-hands entry of UPC codes and lot codes. The system is tailored for different types of users. So, for example, the in-house users could be management or buyers, your buying staff, making vendor orders, checking your inventory, might be customer service. So customer service could be taking orders online, on the phone and entering them, keying them in for your customers, or answering questions about their orders. Warehouse, of course, will be using a different interface for receiving orders, picking and shipping. The remote users can be either customers, so your customers can log in. Your salespeople can get access to the system, a larger part of the system, and see more of the customers. And you can also do delivery verification, or you can actually sell products off your trucks if you have delivery trucks and allow cash and carry sales. We would add a small sign-in widget into your website, wherever you want your customers to go to sign in, your customers or whomever. So now let's talk about what the system actually does. What QWIKPoint does is it cuts your costs by automating order entry. So looking at this graphic, anything that's in red refers to system automation. Where you see the black arrows, this would be order input from wherever that order is being entered from, whether it's a customer, a sales rep on the road, or your in-house salespeople taking orders from faxes or phones. It would go through several steps. As I enter a line in the order, would be the customer's name, the item they want, the quantity of the items, and then it would check what is the proper pricing. Is there a promotion on that product? What's the date range for that promotion? Is that item and that customer eligible for such a promotion? Is this customer eligible to buy that kind of product? If not, are they restricted for that product? Is their licensing still up to date? Any taxes that are a consideration in their jurisdiction? And finally, how's their credit? Every order, and every category, and every quantity goes through this, right through the system, to a pick list in the warehouse as soon as the order is entered. Remember, the first box was pricing plans. We have an unlimited number of pricing plans that you can create, which gives you unlimited flexibility. You enter a name for the pricing plan, the date range for which you want that pricing plan to be valid, and then go to what kind of pricing option is it? Is it a cost plus percentage, cost plus an amount, a discount percentage, or a fixed price? Then, are there any categories or subcategories or vendors or items that wouldn't apply to this pricing plan? Perhaps certain vendors don't want to be associated with discounting. The next thing, once we've determined or created a pricing plan, let's say one for large chains, it'll show there's a 10% discount. Now I need to associate customers with that plan. So each customer can be associated with a specific pricing plan or groups of customers. A given customer, you may want to have certain exceptions for that customer. So when you set up a customer, perhaps a customer pricing plan won't apply to certain items or vendors or categories for that customer. For example, if a customer was already getting a big discount from a specific vendor, you might not want to give an additional discount on an item. We also make it very easy, while we're on the subject of prices and costs, to change pricing and costs quickly. So you can do it over large groups and categories rather than one at a time. The next box was promotions. There's a real marketing advantage to being able to be reactive to things that are going in the market. You may be able to pass on a discount that you're getting from a particular vendor and spur some business in your marketplace. So again, we set a start date, an end date, and whether it's a discount or buy and then get some products free. How many do you need to buy, what the discount is, and there it is. This gives the distributor a real leg up to get their customers to check into their website to see daily what kind of promotions are offered. When you do a promotion setup, there may be some products that you want to include. So here's the items from a particular vendor that I want to put on, but there may be some exclusions in that promotion. For example, maybe I don't want anyone who has a large chain price category to get a promotion because they're already getting a better price. The other boxes, as I said, were credit limit, whether the customer is authorized for a particular product. Also, it'll calculate the commission that a salesperson may be getting for doing business with that particular customer. There's a license management system where you can track the license and the expiration date and run reports to see if a license is about to expire or not. So let me summarize. Wherever the order comes from, it goes into our system and is automated and sends it once the order is placed to a pick list in shipping. So the people in shipping would log into the system in a different interface, and they would pick out an order to be shipped and start to fulfill that order. So again, line by line, it's selecting the price, the promotion, authorization, license, calculates the commissions and taxes, and is sent no hands for picking and shipping. The advantages for order automation should be obvious, but let me just note the major categories. There's a large reduction in cost because there are less hands touching each order. It isn't printed and handed to someone else where they check it in and check it off and then hand it back to be entered into the system. So there's an increased speed, a speed from the order to fulfillment to billing, and giving more efficiency to the inventory and speeding up the time to money. Accuracy, according to our customers, is one of the most important elements that they get from our system. And that is because there are a reduction of the number of people that are entering orders and checking them. It goes right from the customer to picking, and it's done. Marketing flexibility, as I mentioned, you have unlimited pricing plans, and you can make changes instantaneously to react to the market. So how does QWIKPoint help you managing your inventory? Many people make this false choice, or what I believe is a false choice. I either have to miss a lot of sales or I have to carry a high inventory. And the answer is that is a false choice. You want to optimize your inventory. But the problem is to keep track of what inventory you have on hand, what is committed, what's on order, what inventory is on trucks. It's very difficult. But the QWIKPoint Enterprise Resource Planning solution can help solve some of that. Let me show you how it works. There's a thing called the QWIKPoint Ordering Assistant. So let's say I want to make an order to a specific vendor, Tri-State Distributors, for example. I've already set what my minimum quantity that I'd like to have on hand at any time for these products is. So I go to a thing called the Build To icon, and that's these 3 blocks. And I merely press or select those blocks, and it will give me a suggested order. So let's look at this one here. I'm looking at my HC Omega fish oil. I want 45 on hand all the time. I only have 1 left in inventory, so it suggests or recommends that I order 44. I may have seen that I've been selling quite a few of them lately, so I could change that number to more. So very quickly, I can go into a vendor, see how many I have on hand, how many I sold last week, what my sales trends are, and make an order. As soon as I add it to the PO, and press submit. It goes into our system. The system creates two specific outputs. One is a purchase order in a PDF, which I can send as a PDF to my vendor for my purchase order. Secondly, it goes to an order that's ready for receiving at the loading dock. So I can choose from there to go with a paperless receiving, or I can print out a PDF that will help me receive the product on paper receiving. So let's look at receiving using a paperless system, because the paperless system is, I think, quite a bit more efficient. First of all, I look at the quantity that was ordered. I check off the quantity that's received, and if it's a lot controlled item, I select lot control. It takes me to another screen. I enter the lot number, the expiration date, and the quantity, and save it, and I'm ready to go. Once I press receive, what it will create is immediately those items that I just received are on a quantity on hand report. They'll indicate that they're ready and available for sale, as well as the corrected amount matching my PO to received is added to my AP even before I receive the invoice. So inventory availability, what advantages does that give you? Well, you can minimize excess inventory by managing directly to the inventory that you'd like to keep on hand. Makes you a much better purchasing agent. The time to availability is shortened because as soon as it's received, it's ready for sale. Not only that, but your sales reps know what's available on hand and can make recommendations or product substitutions for your customers on the road. For customers, when they go to their portal, it'll show whether the item they're looking for is in stock or not. We do not show what the quantity is on hand. You can track the movement using a DCCSA compliant track and trace and lot verification. And inventory control allows you to do sample counts, inventory adjustments, and look out for loss management. Every change in inventory is recorded, who ordered it, who loaded it, who received it, and if anyone made a change to your inventory by inventory adjustment. So let's look next at how a customer can go online and order. Remember, they'll sign in at your website using a username and password that you give them. And when they order online, it will go through that exact same automation, checking the item, the promotion, see if it's available for that, the product authorization, so forth. And as soon as they press enter in their order, it will go to the pick list in shipping, and it's ready to be shipped. So customer online ordering looks a lot like any online ordering system. It's very comfortable and convenient. People will be familiar with the way it works. You can order by category. You can search products by using our special search feature, or you can order with a quick entry feature using your UPC scanner or entering an item number, quantity, and hit add item. Review the order in your shopping cart. And once you've reviewed it and made the changes that you wish to make, by selecting submit, that order goes immediately to the pick list in the warehouse in your warehouse, and the customer can go to their order status page and make sure that that order was properly entered. By selecting a PDF icon, they can print out an order sheet for their records. As I said, this direct customer access module or portal is available 24/7. Your customers can check their order status, whether it's in progress, shipped. They can look for a tracking number. They can look at their orders and invoices and also download track and trace material if they need it for their records. QWIKPoint has order inputs that all work or look somewhat the same, whether you're an in-house sales, a sales rep, or customer online, or making sales, doing cash and carry sales. In all cases, you're reducing the unnecessary manpower and improving order accuracy. How about remote remote sales power? By equipping your sales rep with different tools in the field, they'll have the inventory availability and all the information about their customer's sales history by using one of two products. Either we have a TurningPoint tablet app, which can be used on any tablet. And what that does is it allows the user to download all of the customer information, the latest customer information, their order history, and the latest inventory. And they can go on the road and check inventory, check their customer's order status without having to have access to the internet. As soon as they make an order or change anything, when they get internet access, that goes into the system. Or you can use a hotspot and any tablet or laptop and get complete access to the order. TurningPoint has a phone application that's available on Android or iPhone. Not all functions are available that you get on a full service tablet or laptop. As well, you can also use the Bluetooth scanners on a remote access. The rep gives the power goes to the rep. They have the information available when they're in the field, when they need it, when they're with their customer, and without any customer service sales help. So you don't have to get on hold and wait. When a sales rep wants to check pricing, he'll check pricing for a specific customer. He'll know exactly what the customer price is and what the item price will be. He can look for the order status for that particular customer, whether the order is open, in process, or shipped, and also help guide the customer make new orders by letting them know what the best sellers are for the distributor so the customer can get on top of the latest trends. The most common page for the rep is this one. It lists all of the customers that rep has access to, and then they can check their orders, invoices, make a new order, apply for a credit, or do a cash and carry sale, and even receive payments right on the spot. So how about picking and shipping and creating invoices? As I said, the warehouse people go to a pick list, they select an order, and they can choose paperless or a paper picking method. Let's look at the paperless and why you would want to do that. Again, you can update an order in real time. If someone called in and said, add an extra 10 Abilify to that order, you can do it in real time. The pick list comes by category. If you don't have a location in your warehouse specified, generally people group products by category, so it makes the picking process easier. You can add shipping and other fees right to the invoice. There's an optional confirm by another person before the order can be shipped. You can use a direct enter or scan entry. You can generate T3 documents, and as soon as this ship button is selected, a invoice is created at the customer portal so they can see that their system has now gone from in process to shipped, and their invoice will be available for them. Obviously, you can use paper picking documents where you go in and note down the number of products that were shipped. Once a customer invoice is created, it's done automatically. Terms, pricing, promo discounts, and taxes are applied according to the automation that you've put in. And you generate all of the documentation at the direct customer access module portal that's available to your customers 24/7. Track and trace documents are also available at the customer portal. And how about business analysis? Our system can generate a full suite of reports on sales by total sales, products, category, salesperson, or customer for a given date range. You can get a look at your inventory. How well is your inventory turning over? What are potential outages? If you've got any inventory shrinkage, AP/AR turnover, profitability by total, by product, by category, salesperson, by product, again, by date range. Our system is compatible with your financial system. We give a report of outputs that can be entered into a journal entry that allows your financial system to give you full financial reporting for your business and company as well. So QWIKPoint, it's affordable, specialized for distributors of pharmaceuticals. It's expandable. You can start with a small system, get used to it, get efficient, and then grow, adding modules and tools as you go. And most of all, we know your business. We speak pharmaceuticals. How do you get going? Pretty easy. We'll show you how to create lists of items, customers, vendors, and then we'll help you load that system into data into our system. We walk you through all the system settings, advising you to get the best options that match your workflow. You don't have to match your workflow to our system. A couple of training sessions by remote, and you're up and running. So, again, more profit through better technology. That's the bottom line. Inventory control, better procurement, marketing, and reporting. Please call us for a demo. I'd love to do this live. And thanks so much for watching.